Good morning, Monday, November the 30th, last day of the month. Tier 2 staring us in the face mid-week, so we're not out of it yet. A really wintry morning, but I've brought you to Upper Swainswick and along the lane, the Tadwick Lane, because I wanted to check on the wall. I reported, and so did somebody else, the fact that it had been graffitied a couple of months ago, and we were waiting for the Baines graffiti unit, otherwise known as Marcus, yes, just one man responsible for the whole city, to come and work his magic. Well, a friend of mine, Fred, actually managed to take some video of Marcus in action. I think he was standing up on the hill over there somewhere. And I've come along now to check on the wall, and it is clean. The graffiti has gone. So Marcus, well done. And I have to say to Baines, thank you for acting so promptly to stop this sort of thing happening, or at least discourage it from happening. My walk up here, when you are walking, you take more notice of your surroundings. You're not whizzing by. It's not a blur from a car window. There's a lay-by on the left-hand side going down the old Gloucester Road, and just before the speed gate to Lower Swainswick, where there are big 30-mile-an-hour signs either side of the road, there's the lay-by, which is well used as a rest stop. You can read into that what you will. But it's also well used as a place for people to dump things. Now, quite recently, Baines, or a local farmer, did a lot of hedge trimming in that area, and it's a shame that that lay-by wasn't shaved back. I think it would discourage some of the dumping that takes place, because it would certainly be more obvious. But I'm going to tell Council Connect that the amount of litter there is now at an unacceptable level, and hope they'll send some of their chaps out when they're free to clear it up a little. I can't understand in this day and age why people still feel that they can just throw things from car windows because it's somebody else's job to clear it up. But despite COVID, we still live in a very selfish society, I'm afraid. While we're talking about things repaired, Jem Hobbs, the stonemason who I interviewed last week while he was repairing the base of the obelisk erected in Queen Square in 1738, Jem left it covered in sacking. I popped in there to check over the weekend, and I have to say I didn't touch the sacking, but somebody had, because it was pulled back and you could see Jem's handiwork. I'm not sure whether the sacking should be put back in place because of frosts, but I'll leave that to the powers that be. But well done, Jem. That new little piece of, well, two pieces of Bath stone will soon blend in and secure the look of our obelisk, which is one of our major attractions, one of our heritage landmarks. Okay, not quite as big as Beckford's Tower, but Queen Square would be strange without it. While we're talking about damage, Jude Harris, Jude, good morning, sent me an email. She said she was walking in Victoria Park and upset to see that the 19th century Italian Carrara marble vase, which has putti and garlands around it, it's by the Park Cafe, it's been damaged. She says it must have been a malicious attack with a hard object, possibly a chisel. One of the putti's legs has been sliced through, revealing the whiteness of the original marble. In addition, the plaque has some marks. She says it's so sad because this vase, originally from Italy, she thinks was the one used in Lady Miller's famous poetic soirees. Yes, Lady Miller, who held a weekly poetry contest and it was a custom to go around there for refreshments and to offer an original verse to an antique vase which was apparently excavated at Frascati in 1759. Now, I don't know. It does say on the vase by the cafe, the one that's been damaged, that it was given by a resident to the city in 1910. Whether or not it dates back to the vase excavated in Frascati in 1759, I don't know. Maybe somebody out there does. But Jude says the vase deserves to be undercover somewhere. She's afraid that frosts and thaws over the winter may make the damage even greater. And she says she's alerting me, as I've done so much to bring attention to the various monuments in our city. She says, I hope you continue to thrive. I will do my best. Milsom Street, the road is closed overnight tonight for resurfacing work. I think it's all part of the scheme. Milsom Street, you should know by now, operates pretty much like like a bus gate. And there is a camera that will read your number plate if you go into Milsom Street and you're not supposed to. At the bottom end, I noticed the arrival of 2 parklets. Now that's the name for a new intervention into urban street spaces. Some of them were installed in Kingsmead Square a while back, and the whole idea is to try and rebalance the space in favour of pedestrians and cyclists. They incorporate seating and attractive planting. They've been positioned by Bath and North East Somerset Council in former car parking bays. Local traders have been consulted, and Councillor Joanna Wright, who's Joint Cabinet Member for Transport, said it's been a long-held ambition of residents and businesses in Kingsmead Square to reduce the dominance of vehicles and reclaim the roadway as public space. The new parklets look great. They fit well into the vibrant square. I think they fit well into Milsom Street too, because it's no secret that every effort is being made to give prominence there, to give priority to people who are walking or cycling. The parklets have been made by a company called Meristem, who've supplied similar urban installations in London and Liverpool. They've got quite a long history. Parklets started in San Francisco, where a group of green activists actually fed a parking meter and then on the parking space put earth, turf and a tree in a pot and reclaimed the space. And gradually local authorities realized this was quite a good move, that it encouraged people to stop and spend more time in the street. And it is true in Union Street. I don't particularly like the colour of the furniture, but there has been seating there for some time now. And in Bath over the weekend, not many people around, I know, but those that were in Union Street were using those seats. So they are used, and I think they are important. I'm sorry, I will come down on the side of making room for people. There's plenty of space around cities for cars. I can hear plenty of them down here on the Tadwick Lane above me on the A46 bypass. Anyway, I'm not here to lecture, I'm here to inform. Excuse me, but it's cold and my nose is running. I just wanted to say before I sign off that I've noticed, because I'm able to check who actually accesses my site from where in the world, that a growing number of people from the United States have started dipping into Bath Museum on a daily basis. You're very welcome. Be lovely to hear from you if you have any connections with this area. The whole idea is to entertain and inform, and just deliver a little bit of community back to a city that I've now lived in for 10 years. Whatever you're doing this Monday, it's a bit chilly, stay warm, don't catch cold or anything worse, but have a good day. Bye.